Hi, Taurus. Welcome back. I'm Nan, this is Silky Intuitive, and I've been working the cards for your full deck reading. February into March, maybe even through March, some of these energies for whoever this resonates with. It may not resonate with everyone. It may resonate with only some of you. Capricorn's reading was very much devoted to focusing on money and independence. That's your fellow earth sign. Let's see if maybe the energy is working the same for you. Now, when the Lover's card comes up, it will be pulled aside. That is going to talk about your love reading, and that is going to be at my Vimeo channel at the end of this. And let's take a look. Let me do a sacred 3 on this, and then we'll jump into your reading as soon as the shuffle is complete. All right. That is the same card that showed up earlier. Okay, I'm not going to bump the camera. I'm going to try not to anyway. Let me give myself a little bit more room here. Okay, let's go. I think we're going to go 7 down instead of 6. The Knight of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. I need more light. It's turning into a very gloomy day out there. Okay. Here we go. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. Taurus. The Fool. Are you guys all about the money this month too? The 4 of Pentacles next to the Fool. He's at the focus. The King of Cups may be bringing love into your life. 10 of Swords. Change is coming for you guys. And the Page of Pentacles. What am I getting from this row of cards? It looks like a very focused Taurian energy on bringing more wealth into your life. You're starting something new, some of you actually. Something you've had your eyes on this idea for a while, but you weren't quite sure whether or not you were ready to take the chance on something that would actually project you forward. But you've been holding on to an idea. It's an idea that would bring more stability to you. Yet you weren't sure if the money was going to be there, and you even questioned whether or not it was going to be emotionally satisfactory for you. Some of you during this process actually had to change your outlook on some things around money, around your future events, and bringing more security into your life. So you had an idea, definitely questioned the motives behind it. Was it going to be emotionally pleasing? Would it fulfill a need in you for more financial security? So some of you taking a risk around a professional move forward, maybe holding on to some ideas while having to release other things, kind of manipulating the situation to fit your life. But things look like there's actually a lot of promise. in what it is that some of you are wanting to bring about as far as your stability goes. So far, we're really focusing on your finances. But we're going to change things. Maybe. We have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Definitely something wasn't fulfilling, maybe even disappointing. Maybe you've been in business before and you've actually had control issues, maybe. Maybe they were unsuccessful attempts. But we're looking at a better way of doing things. Taurus has maybe self-examined the situation, looked deeply into the faults, into the flaws, into the problems that weren't really seen in the past. Some unknown element. But change is coming for some of you. Rapid change. There's been a disappointment, Taurus, for you. I want to say it's in the past. It can be connected to another earth sign person. But I think that that heartbreak, that disappointment, although maybe there's been some confusion for you. I want to say that I'm getting mixed messages. This may be talking about somebody's love life too. That you've had to walk away from a situation regarding someone who took a chance and walked away from your situation. Maybe left you holding a lot of the responsibilities, whether this is professionally or personally. I feel like somebody may have left Taurus behind in order to take a personal risk. Maybe this was a business partner that walked away. Maybe just made a complete break. But just know that the situation was not satisfactory to them anymore. They weren't finding it fulfilling on an emotional level, and they had been the ones that decided to leave. So this may have been a personal or a business partner that has left Taurus behind in search for something new. I think that there's been heartache or disappointment of some kind in the past. Just one second, please. Yeah, there's been heartache and disappointment in the past, and I'm really very much questioning whether or not this disappointment is really about a love situation. I'm having a hard time really thinking of this as a very romantic situation. It feels like if you were in a partnership with someone, personal, it was a very impersonally based relationship. It doesn't feel like it was very romantic in nature. If someone has been left by their marriage partner, they were not fulfilled in the situation, and that's why they left it behind. That's why they are gone. They examined the situation. There were too many secrets, maybe. They took charge of their own lives. This could be you. This could be someone else. But there is quick action right down the middle of this, saying that someone was biding their time until the right opportunity, and then when that opportunity revealed itself, the hangman came down off of his perch and he proceeded forward with whatever it was that he wanted to do with his life. The Ace of Cups. Okay, so we've got two aces side by side. New beginnings coming for Taurus. New beginnings at love, new beginnings around passion. For some of you, this is a situation that's connected to your past. Maybe past life, maybe it's current life, but a need for reflection on this situation is necessary right now, because I feel very much that, yeah, like I said, there's reflection that needs to happen around this situation. There seems to be a feeling around this secrecy here with the moon, that you're not really seeing everything. You're not really understanding. I think it's the other person that you're really not getting. I think you don't really see that this other person is on a very personal path. It's a very personal journey. But on this journey for you, because I think this partner has done their share of reflection and they've looked at things, they've examined things, whether this is you or the other person, whoever has walked away has embraced new beginnings. But what Taurus needs to see is there are actually brand new beginnings set aside for Taurus. You've got new beginnings at love, new beginnings, desires, focus on the passions, the things that you really want, and new beginnings with money, finances, the earthly plane, the things that you really desire, your possessions. There's a new beginning there where you're being asked, though, to maybe look at your past, maybe look at past behavior. Maybe that's what the Hermit's message is. Maybe this isn't a person coming through. Maybe this is the message that in order to have these kind of fulfilling new beginnings, Taurus, you need to examine the behaviors of your past. And maybe this is the other person that needs to examine their past behaviors in order to pave a clear path forward, which is what the Page of Swords does. Okay. Yes. Oh, this is where we take the Lovers out. This is the message that right about this phase of this period of time, if this is resonating with you, this is where love is going to try to show up for you. And that's where we're going to pick up the reading for love at my Vimeo channel. Okay. Three of Wands. Making a choice and moving forward. The Knight of Swords. He actually does the same thing, but he brings action with his choices. So we've got a definite moving forward. It's a progression forward. Usually a clarity of thinking. It comes with the things that we want. It's in alignment with our future and what we're earning and how we're earning it. So there's a clarity, Taurus, and whatever it is that this choice is about. So it's making the clear choice on how to move forward. Now, if this does not represent a Capricornian energy in your life, then it talks about having to move away from things, Taurus, that have kept you enslaved to it. And maybe this enslavement has gone back to childhood. It feels to me that Taurus may be trapped in a karmic cycle with a behavior from the past that they really need to take control of, because maybe that past behavior has been risky to them on some level, and they're being asked to reflect on that and move forward, possibly away from it. We have the Two of Swords. It talks about the clarity of the choice to separate from a behavior that has been risky, proven risky maybe, in your past. It could talk about negative mental thinking. It can talk about behaviors. but anything that you feel chained to, like negative inner dialogue, or even it can be the physical pleasures, sexual addictions, alcoholism, whatever it is that you feel you're too dependent on. There's a message here to look at what it is that you're choosing and transform your life to a better place. If you reflect on it and look at the things that are hidden, or the things that you don't even look at yourself, the truth about whatever it is about this behavior that we're dealing with here, Taurus, it's saying that there's a rebirth that's possible by letting go of a negative behavior that has maybe affected your life. It may be a behavior that is out of the ordinary, or maybe it's something that is of a moral issue for some people, because it's all in alignment here. We have the devil, the choice, the rebirth, and now we have the Hierophant. And in this card, the wheel, tells me that it's definitely, for some of you, dealing with this dealing with this negative behavior here within yourself, or having to handle someone else's negative behavior. It is karmic for sure with the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got 3 pages in alignment here with this karmic cycle, which is saying, it's sending the message that maybe it's time to change the behavior so you can change your direction in life. Something here is wanting to change, and it's definitely of a karmic nature. The Seven of Wands, it's definitely been a struggle for you. The Empress, it may have blocked your creative energy. Look at the the Eight of Swords. Being trapped is right under the Devil. It's this karmic connection that you really need to get someone in the scenario needs to get a hold of this negative behavior that they're holding on to desperately for some reason, whether it's Taurus or someone around Taurus. You're dealing with someone that is trapped, literally trapped in this issue connected with the Devil. A struggle. But this struggle, and it's blocked something in you creatively, or this person is blocking your growth in some way, or this behavior is blocking your growth. With the Empress here, it says it's been a struggle, and the struggle is releasing yourself from a behavior that has probably blocked a lot of beauty from coming into your life. And this may be connected to a person in your life who's blocked the beauty from coming in. The Nine of Swords says yes. Someone has blocked the beauty. The Five of Pentacles absolutely has left you feeling left out. Maybe you are the one, if you are the one, whoever it is, that possesses this negative drive, this negative force that it seems to keep them locked up in a prison. We have a mental prison and being trapped here. And now, next to the struggle, the internal struggle that we have with this thing, we've also got the Nine of Swords. And that's all about dealing with the boogeyman. It's dealing with the nightmares that the situation brings, especially when it's next to the Five of Pentacles, which is about feeling locked out, being left out of life decisions. Maybe someone had something going on in their life. This may not be a negative behavior. This may be a negative influence or an affair or something devious, thievery, if it's on a business level. But someone has literally corrupted the Taurus situation here for February, March, for whoever this is resonating with. You've been locked out, and the greatest desire that you have here is to turn this karmic cycle where we see the changes desperately wanting to come through for you. The Ten of Cups is where your most unfulfilled desires lie, is wanting this beautiful life. And maybe Taurus has been excluded from the happiness, because all of this misery leads up to the Ten of Cups, and that's the total fulfillment of love. But if you're feeling like this, you're not going to feel like this. This is the want for the karmic cycle to finally come through in Taurus's life. The Ten of Wands, leaving whatever emotional burden has built up here behind. We have the Three of Cups. It can talk about personal joy. It can talk about beautiful connections with other people. It can also talk about a threesome that may have gone on in your surroundings that confused things, that turned your life maybe upside down. And maybe part of the reason that you're feeling this Ten of Wands weight, this heaviness, this burden. So, you know, Taurus may be transitional. I'm not sure yet. The Queen of Wands, well, someone is looking for clarity, because we don't have clarity here. But we're looking for clarity, but a burden needs to be put down first. A burden maybe around someone's gay affair, and I don't mean gay by in a sexual way. I mean someone has proudly, almost gleefully carried on an affair in front of a spouse, or some sort of sexual deviancy maybe around a spouse, in a spouse's perimeter, which has brought this person to a place of clarity where they're really looking to remove the situation, definitely with the King of Swords next to it. He's the focus. He's the energy that actually cuts the thing out. And next to it, the Justice card. So, Taurus, you may be going through a legal procedure right now, where an element of your life, a person from your life, a partnership from your life may be on the verge of being removed because of a bad behavior on someone's part. This could be a business partner who was stealing or cheating, or a love partner who was stealing or cheating. The Four of Wands, though, says that you can have a firm foundation. Really, there's a real feeling that even though life has thrown you disappointment almost after disappointment, to me, it's like a continuous flow of disappointment coming towards Taurus. But there's a feeling that you need to accept the fact that stability can be there, but you need to look at things in a different way. Maybe this is this addicted person that needs to see things in a different way. But if you're leaving that person, it's almost as if you're saying, I'm here. I'm removing all of this crap from my life here. And justice is going to be served. But this has to happen first. The justice needs to be dealt with first. The cutting away, the removing, the clarity needs to happen here. And then the gaiety, the happiness, the joy, a celebration can come back. The possibility of love can come back to you. But first, there's a real need to look at love in a different way. Readdress your own emotions around something. We have the Judgment card. I think it's connected to the Justice here. The Five of Swords. A judgment is being made, even whether you know it or not. Whether it's this coming from this Justice card, which deals justice where someone has been completely unjust. There's a decision. It's a divine decision. And it's saying that the end of the struggle has to come now. That there's a necessary end to the struggle that has to come. Because there's an abundance of love available. If only a removal of a bad situation can happen. And I think it's deeply rooted in one person's negative behavior, whether it's pornography or an abuse like a drug or something, that this issue is what really needs to be removed from this. I feel it's a partnership, but someone's negative dealings need to be removed from a situation before a relationship can sincerely work. That is really if both people want the situation to work. Well, someone does. Someone in the situation is wanting it to work. One person in the situation is really doing their best to be generous, but wondering if what they're doing is sincerely enough to bring this situation back together, back to a place where it can grow, where it can flourish, because it looks like even though there's a generous energy in the situation, there's also an observation that it might not be enough to keep the situation going. The World, the Queen of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the King of Wands, big energy, the Knight of Wands, the Chariot, my God, and the Knight of Cups. Well, Taurus, I really feel that I have to wonder if the world is here opening this row to say that is it possible that you can really change your life. I think you're really looking at the situation and wondering just how your life is going to change, how it can be better. How can your life be better? Does it come with do the changes that you're making now really create harmony, balance, attraction, chemistry? Are those things really available to you? It's what you want. It's what you desire, and you're wanting to move your life forward with the things that you're really desiring. But I have to wonder, with the World card facing the past, I think some of you are really questioning exactly what element of fulfillment can be achieved during this process, during this time. You're really questioning whether or not there is fulfillment in your moving forward, because maybe there are things that you want, but you don't know which road to choose. You don't know exactly how to get where it is that you want to go with the things that you desire. The Five of Cups, the Two of Cups, the High Priestess, the Strength card, the Tower, the Chariot. Oh no, the Chariot's up here. Why did I say the Chariot? Oh, it's under the Chariot. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. We've got endings coming up for you guys. Whether it's what you're expecting or not, I think some of you are expecting an end of some kind to come. For you, it's the end, possibly, of a relationship with a earth sign individual, someone who is actually very strong, but they're looking in another direction. And this can represent you here too, looking at this Queen of Cups that's looking off into the distance. And this may be your emotions looking forward, questioning, what have I got here left in life? 3 cups are spilled. I'm concentrating on the loss. 2 cups available. The 2 cups are right here. They're standing right next to you at this time of loss. But for Taurus, you may very well right now be completely focused on losing out in a situation whether or not this was a business partner that was a soul connection, or it was a love situation that it was maybe a soulmate connection that you knew instinctively had to end because it just wasn't strong enough. It didn't have what it takes to complete its cycle, so it had to come to an end. The Tower says it's ending. It's a situation that's closely linked between you and a love partner. Here's where we see that for Taurus, this may be an end of a situation with a partner, a love partner. And this love partner is looking onto the future while you're looking at them, looking onto their future. It has a very independent kind of feel to it for that person. The very independent feel, the Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, I think you've got somebody, a partner of some kind, a business partner, or I feel for some of you this is a love partner. It wasn't a very romantic relationship. You're not losing anything on a romantic basis, because to me, the love just was not there. Finding the romance part of this relationship, if it was a love relationship, was a struggle. That was part of the struggle. Now this Queen of Cups, this love interest, is looking at her life independently. Male or female does not matter. The Two of Wands, the choice. The Ace of Swords, seeing things clearly. The Seven of Swords. The Six of Swords. The Sun. And the Nine of Swords. So, we've got a very independent person, and this can be you, Taurus, also. Feeling your oats, feeling independent after a time of struggle. Now, there's choices to be made here, clearly. As you grow as a strong, independent individual, there's going to be choice that has to be made. It has to be carefully chosen. It's got to be very selective and clearly made. That's obvious here. Do not deceive yourself. And here's that sneaky energy that tries to get into your head. To me, for you, this is about self-deception. It's about moving away from the self-deception because there's a better road ahead. The Six of Swords says you're moving through something clearly with determination out of a very difficult time into a much happier, brighter time. And even though you've had struggle, you've seen difficulties, this is saying that there is now the time to embrace the new, to set down the burden, put it behind you, put the competition, the hurt, the pain, the sorrow, all of those deep emotions that kept you caught up in a state of kind of mental exhaustion. There's brighter days ahead. These are our last cards. The Six of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Star, the Magician, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So we've got, I think when it's ready to manifest itself, Taurus, there's a real sense of success for you. If this is a work situation, that will get better. You will get your creative flow back. The energy will come back to you quite expressively. I think you're going to get your ability to express yourself creatively. If that's been blocked here, that energy is coming back to you. But there's a sense of moving forward with pride, with a sense that you've done the right thing. You may be moving forward alone. You may be looking for new ways of exploring love in your life. But you're discovering what it is that you desire. You're going to stop deceiving yourself, and you know that you can get the things that you desire through your own inner strength. Manifesting what it is that you want. And it's very confusing at this time to know exactly what Taurus wants. But they're looking at something. They're looking at something that they're wanting to develop. Possibly on a personal level. But they're trying to look at something in a new way. But I think that Taurus is still going to be juggling their emotions for a while. It feels kind of up and down for Taurus emotionally. Having this juggling in line with this karmic wheel that keeps wanting to repeat and repeat and repeat. On this quest for love, I think you're still bouncing around with some feelings here, with some emotions and you're feeling a little unstable, Taurus, during this time. Maybe you're coming out of a time of loss and you're just trying to regain your footing. And I think that's where some of my Taurians may be dealing with life now. Now, that's all that I've got for you on this part of your reading. If you want to look at a love scenario for Taurus, that's over at my Vimeo channel. After you watch this, I'm going over there. You can join me over there. I'll leave the link below. If you want a reading meant just for you, Taurus, reach out to me through my Weebly website and tell me what you want on the contact page. I'll get back to you. And until the next time, Taurus, please, 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 please take care of yourself. Take care of those you love. If this didn't resonate with you, check your sun, moon, and rising sign. Be good to one another, guys. And peace.